This is incredible. Macedonia or Macedonia, northern Greece. Kalimera, good morning. I did not buy these items at this restaurant here, but at a bakery just down the street there, but this place seems to be closed, so I thought that I would just munch on this here and then get going. So, as you can see, a strawberry cherry tart and a cherry cheesecake, and then there are two spinach little, whatever you call them, pastry things, 2 cheese and 2 chickens. So looks like a good breakfast here. 10 euros for everything. So I'm just gonna munch, too hungry to explain how it tastes and all that kind of stuff. So after breakfast, time to get out of here and go see more of this little known city, at least little known to, you know, foreign tourists, of Kavala here in the North Aegean Sea. Lots more coming in this video exploring this whole region. A very nice scene here of the harbor and the castle. The old town is out that way, and the Kavala Aqueduct, the Kamaras, which I'm going to walk over to now. So today is Sunday, May 19th, 2024. It is currently 75 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 24 degrees Celsius. Very pleasantly warm. Now, in case this video is, you know, delayed quite a bit, being May 19th, the reason is that tomorrow I am meeting up with someone joining me for my continued adventures back to the Greek islands. And so I had this window of time of 5 days to do this road trip, and so that is why the big, you know, driving expedition, I decided to just try to pack in as much as I could in those 5 days. So I have checked out of my hotel there, right up there, the Oceanus, and my car is parked in the parking garage below the hotel. So the plan is to wander around here for a bit, get a taste of the Blue City, and then jump in the car, and I will be staying in a hotel by the airport tonight, returning the car. But there's a lot to see along the way. Now, there's a lot to see in this whole region in general. I was really curious to see Alexandroupoli, even though it sounds like it isn't such a nice city. Somebody said it's a lot of modern buildings. I think not as much of the historical architecture as Kavala here, but partly just because of the Alexander name, and my last video yesterday going to the Palace of Aiai, Vergina, where Alexander the Great was crowned king. So I thought it would have been cool to have gone from there to Alexandroupoli, just to kind of continue the Alexander the Great theme. But that is another like hour and 45 minutes driving, something like that, east, and the airport is back towards Thessaloniki. So I don't want to add another 3 to 4 hours of driving today. Ooh, there we go. The aqueduct. And then there's also Xanthi, a mountain town that looks really nice. But again, it is another 40 minutes away in the other direction. And there's a lot else to see, including Philippi. Definitely planning to go there. Ancient city with an amphitheater. And some beach towns, and we'll see what else. So I think all of that is going to be more than enough to make this a very, very interesting day of exploring in Macedonia, northern Greece. All right, it is a happening Sunday here. Everyone's out for brunch, lunch, drinks. Okay, which way to go? Look at there, some Turkish. So there is a lot of Turkish influence. A lot of Turkish influence here in Kavala, and I mean throughout Greece in general, but the Kamaras was built by the Ottomans. All right, Panaia, Old Town, Castle, Acropolis, excellent. First, the aqueduct. So as I mentioned, Xanthi, and then the port, and Alexander the Great, I guess that must be the airport that's right near here. And look at this. I was a little confused at first. Constantinopolis. 460. I was thinking Constantinopolis. I haven't heard of Constantinopolis. Constantinopolis is Constantinople. Istanbul. So that says a little something when that is the name of the city they're still using on the signs here. All right, here's some information about this aqueduct here. Really monumental. Let's get through the other side, see if there's a little bit quieter spot over here. All right, so while the aqueduct is of Roman origin, the present structure was built by the Ottomans in the 16th century. A Byzantine barrier wall of the early 14th century, built as part of the fortifications on the Acropolis of Kavala, probably also functioned as an aqueduct. If so, it would have been a rare example of a Byzantine aqueduct, since Byzantine cities more typically used wells and cisterns rather than either maintaining existing Roman aqueducts or building new ones. The barrier wall was replaced with the present arched aqueduct during Suleiman the Magnificent's repair and improvement of the Byzantine fortifications. Some authors date that construction to the time of the 1522 Siege of Rhodes, but a more likely date is between 1530 and 1536. As late as 1911, it supplied the city with drinking water from Mount Pangaeus. So as I said, I am driving back to the Thessaloniki airport today, dropping the car, stay there tonight. Tomorrow, I have a flight in the afternoon back to Athens, and then meeting up with somebody, as I said. You will probably find out who in an upcoming video, but I will very likely take a break from the daily filming, and then I have a lot of editing still to get done from the past several days. maybe that's a museum or something, but I want to get walking up to the castle there. And so, again, the reason why this video then is probably delayed a bit is because I will be meeting up tomorrow with this person, and then I have all this editing to do, but I don't want to be, you know, stuck in my laptop editing all the time. So I'm probably going to kind of put that off a bit, and then most likely we will film some videos because we have pretty big plans of going to a bunch of different Greek islands and maybe some other countries, but I don't want to be, you know, on my usual schedule of film and then edit all evening. So the videos will probably be a bit more random going forwards for a few weeks or something. All right, let's get up onto the Acropolis. Okay, does that mean this way or this way? Maybe this way. Acropolis? Okay. Vart så? Sorry? Right up there.
Right in the second cabin.
Excellent. Vart så? So a little more information about the aqueduct. Kamaras, an impressive monument of the Suleiman the Magnificent period, 280 meters in length with a maximum height of 24.5 meters, built during a reconstruction of the city in the 3rd decade of the 16th century on top of the site of a probable post-Roman aqueduct, built or existed through the 1st to 6th centuries AD. And then there is the Imaret Ottoman building complex, the Muhammad Ali residence, Halil Bey complex, and the castle. Let's go see that. The land wall of Kavala, built at the crossroads of maritime and land routes, Neapolis, Christopolis, Kavala, from its establishment until the end of the 19th century, maintained the character of an important fortified city. The first colony was established by people from neighboring Thassos, an island just off the coast here, in the mid-7th century BC, and it developed into an important city known by the name Neapolis, the seaport of Philippi, and a station on the Via Egnatia. During the Byzantine period, the city was a strong fortress which belonged to the military and administrative theme of Strymon. From the second half of the 8th century, the city was upgraded to a diocese belonging to the metropolis of Philippi. Anyway, a lot of history. Here we go, into the fortified city. Here we go, the castle entrance. The most characteristic monument of Kavala, along with the aqueduct Kamaras. The fortress was rebuilt during the first half of the 15th century on the remains of the Byzantine Acropolis of Christopolis. And it's not just a castle, but also a restaurant. Main circular tower, built in the first quarter of the 15th century on the site of a Byzantine tower. So it's like they just reconstructed what had been here before all throughout the city. Oh man, spectacular. Maybe a ferry going to Thasos? Oh. I guess that's it right there. Amazing. It's so close. I really want to see it, but as I mentioned, I have limited time up here, but I do hope to come back again and see lots more in this area. There is just too much to see in this country. No matter where I go, I'm seeing a lot and I'm missing a lot. Nice beach out there. So I'm now at the archaeological site of Philippi, and this one looks like a really incredible one. The Ancient Theater. The Ancient Theater of Philippi is a very important monument located on the southeastern hillside of the Acropolis. Its initial phase is dated in the reign of the King of Macedonia, Philip II, middle of the 4th century BC. The Roman colonizers continued to use the Hellenistic theater, but they remodeled it in order to be adapted to the new spectacles of the Roman society and to receive a multitude of spectators from the city. During the 2nd century AD, the theater acquired a typically Roman form. I'm going to keep moving here and get ahead of the tour group, but once again, King Philip II. I mentioned him in my video from yesterday, in which I went to the palace at Vergina where Alexander the Great was crowned king. King Philip II really made his mark. If Alexander the Great hadn't accomplished what he did, then King Philip II probably would have been remembered as the greatest king of the era, but Alexander the Great was just such an absolute success, for better or for worse, definitely both, but in terms of his battlefield accomplishments, undefeated in battle for a decade of taking over much land east of here. But King Philip II was quite amazing in his own right. Look at that. Just one of the best theaters. So there is an Acropolis on top of that mountain there that I could see while I was driving in. A huge looking castle that you can't get to from here, but I might be able to get to it by going around another way. So we'll see about that. And the crowds have moved on. Excellent. So here's some more information about the ancient city of Philippi. Philippi was a major Greek city northwest of the nearby island Thasos. Its original name was Cranitis, after its establishment by Thasian colonists in 360 and 359 BC. The city was renamed by Philip II of Macedon in 356 BC and abandoned in the 14th century after the Ottoman conquest, so 14th century AD. And so it survived for close to 2 millennia. The present village of Philippi is located near the ruins of the ancient city and is part of the region of East Macedonia and Thrace in Kavala, Greece. So it was just a 20-minute drive or so from Kavala to here. So here we have what looks like cart ruts, but maybe it's something else because they're very close together also here. And then here is some more information about the city, especially the later period of it. Philippi was a flourishing city in eastern Macedonia during the Hellenistic Roman and early Christian periods with continuous habitation from the mid-4th century BC, when it was founded, and then King Philip named it after him and improved it, to the 14th century. The city's 3,500-meter-long fortification wall was repaired and supplemented during the Roman and Byzantine periods. The start of the Christian period at Philippi was marked by the arrival of the Apostle Paul in 49 to 50 AD and the founding of the first Christian community on European soil. So that is some serious history there. However, from the 4th century AD, when there were successive invasions of the territories of the Byzantine Empire, such raids put a strain on the flourishing city in 473 by virtue of a raid by the Goths. So that is around the time of the fall of the Roman Empire. When Rome was sacked, its suburbs were devastated. In the late 6th and early 7th centuries, earthquakes caused extensive damage to public and private buildings. Some of these were repaired, while others were abandoned. At the same time, Arab Slav raids influenced the urban character of the city, and so it still survived. In the early 9th century, the Bulgarians appeared on the scene in Philippi. The depopulation of the city came on gradually in the late 14th century following the Ottoman occupation of the region. According to reports by travelers, from the first half of the 16th century and onward, the city was permanently deserted. So, I can't help but imagine what was it like to be the last resident of this city. Some cities are abandoned because of one catastrophic event, major earthquake, the water runs out, etc., and so everybody leaves. But sounds like this one was a gradual thing, and somebody was the last resident. Died here alone, or finally packed up and left. But what a just sad thing after 1,700 years of existence, and then you walk away and leave it in ruins. Okay, now, can I get up onto the top of the hill to the castle? Okay, here we go. Attempting to get up there. Ay, 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 ay. Definitely no guarantee that this is going to work. Just giving it a try. And yes, I am definitely looking for snakes here. So I think the main challenge is going to be just this first little part, getting through the grass and bushes here, and then it looks pretty straightforward once I get up above those trees there. Will I find a path eventually, or not? Excellent news.
But the fence is down, so you can go out.
I see. Okay, great. It seems like if I get up there, then it's kind of
You
easy.
have to climb up to the way.
Okay,
There
like
is a path.
maybe here.
From here you can go out.
And then there will be a path.
Yes.
I
if
see.
you straight on is a way, the path. And then you reach out of the upper place and go left.
Okay. Oh, I see here. Yes, the fence is done. Great. And when I go back, I can go...
Then the path is here.
It's just up there. Excellent.
So you can come from here.
Okay. Repara sto poli. Thank you.
You have to go on the way, the main way here.
To return?
After the cemetery,
Yeah.
is the way this way.
So I can just go back like this and then, yes, okay.
Then you go back and you go on the main road.
Great, thank you. Okay, so it turns out I should have just parked at a cemetery that was just near my car, but end of the road, and then I guess it would have been easier. So going back, I can just go back this way, I guess. Okay, so now, where is that path, I guess? Maybe up here. And boom. Now we're talking. So I still got a ways to go. The road is now going this way. Let's see if it doubles back. And going through the bushes like that is not nearly as easy as I thought that it might be. It's possible I could end up abandoning this one because, yeah, this road is continuing to the right. Let's see if it branches off and goes left. Okay. This is sort of a path. Huh. Not really. So the sort of a path keeps sort of continuing. And we are getting quite close. So there you can see the road going to the top of that hill. And boom. Just a bunch of bushes in the way. And made it. Oh man, that was intense. Not just because of these steep hills, but there were snakes. What's the deal with this? It's very low. Maybe it's filled in. It looks like I can get through here. That was a snake. It was massive. I heard it first there. It went through that bush and then down. Didn't get a good look at it, but saw the thickness of it and just the sound of it. It sounded so huge. Okay, so this looks Byzantine era, those reddish stones. Another snake there. So when I went through the high grass there, I went like this because they will feel the vibration. Okay, made it to the top. All right. Amazing. Not the most impressive castle I've seen by any means, even in the past few days. The ones at Perga, both the Venetian one, which was the more impressive one, but the other one up on the hill, were more interesting. But looks like this is, I guess, just a watchtower basically. And then here you have these stairs. Look at this. Oh, are these gonna go all the way up? Oh man. Hello. Yes, they do. Unreal. Whoa. And then ends here. But what is it leading to? Maybe a room here. Crazy. Okay, well, it is time for me to get back down, hopefully safely, and get back on the road, go see something else nearby, and then get over to some beaches. Well, this is interesting. I don't remember this cliff at all. I might have come across there and sort of glanced at it and didn't notice, but I don't remember this whatsoever. So I came down a slightly different way, but I'm on the right track. There's the road right out there, so I can get across like that. There's the cliff, and I remember this path here, so I obviously saw the cliff before, but a different angle and didn't remember it. Mission accomplished. So the next thing that I wanted to see closes in 5 minutes. Let's see if I'm in time to see it. Because from what I saw online, it looked really amazing. So far, so good. No ticket counter, I guess. Look at this. Maybe that isn't actually old. Is that like a recreation or what? But it's really, really nice. So detailed. So it's this church here, which should have some really amazing murals inside. Now the question is, can I film? I wonder if that's an original mosaic or a recreation more recently. I guess the church in general is not so old. Oh wow. Oh my god. Look at this. So I visited a church yesterday in Metsovo that I wasn't able to film, and I remarked afterwards that was one of the most amazing churches I'd ever seen. Completely different style from this. I think that one was much older, but this is definitely one of the most amazing, more impressive, I would say, than that other one, although the other one was kind of more older style, more authentic in a way. This one, very colorful. It looks relatively new. I'm not sure when it was built, but the style was really unique, and it was an interesting contrast between the mosaics and the frescoes, the paintings. Okay, well, this has been an incredible day. It is not quite yet over. There are a couple of beaches that I wanted to see. On the way, heading back towards the airport, I booked a hotel a few minutes drive from the Thessaloniki airport. And then flight tomorrow, 1 in the afternoon. Arrive in Athens, 2 p.m. and another whole phase of the adventure begins.
In 200 meters, turn left.
So this is Nea Iraklitsa. Supposed to be a nice beach. It was recommended by some viewers. Typical looking town, a little ragged around the edges, but probably nicer at the waterfront. Classic blue and white Greek church here.
Turn left, then you will arrive at your destination.
Okay, now the challenge of parking.
Take the next right, then turn right.
So this looks like a really pleasant spot. It is a Sunday evening. It's almost 5:30, and I still have an hour and a half drive to get to my hotel. So I'm just going to do a quick poke around, show the water, the harbor, the restaurants, the boats. Definitely a family spot and for locals. Pretty sure there's a nice beach as well. Looks like it's off to the left, yes. But definitely not jumping in the water today. It is not that hot. So a really nice curving bay here, going all the way around to there, all beach. And then the restaurant scene goes along to there. So yeah, nice spot. It isn't the same for me as the islands. I enjoy the mainland. There's tons to see. There's a lot more that I want to see, especially now in the Peloponnesus. But for me, there's something about the islands that just has this kind of more remote, removed, away from it all kind of a feeling. But this isn't so bad either. And then there's another one just a few minutes away, Nea Iraklitsa, probably about the same, but I'll stop over there as the final stop of the day. So it's about another kilometer, but as you can see, it's really just kind of your typical town by the beach scene. Will probably be more typically touristy once we actually get there. Old church. there. It's just so different from, for example, the main town on the island of Tinos. Just exquisitely beautiful. Still simple construction, but all the white buildings and just kind of cleaner feeling, more well kept, and just the style is different on the islands. You know, this is alright, but nothing special that I would go out of my way to, you know, plan to stay here for a few days or whatever. But I'm sure if I lived in Kavala or somewhere else nearby, I'd be coming here. Or maybe there are some nicer,
In 200 meters, turn right.
kind of quieter beaches, you know, like little bays with no street on it or whatever.
Take the next right, then you will arrive at your destination.
Probably some cool secret spots. So yeah, this is basically it. You get the idea. I think that I don't really need to stop here.
In 100 meters, turn right. Take the next right, then turn right.
There you can see ahead, Thessaloniki 149. There's a little shot of the beach. I am going to head this way. Get it done. Jam out the drive, get to my hotel, and get ready for another day of traveling tomorrow. Nice short flight at least. And then I don't know where I'm going yet with the person that I'm meeting up with. Either an island or into Athens. I have to figure that out, putting it off as usual, but there are lots of good options from the Athens airport as far as islands or just going into the city. So there you go, an amazing day here in Macedonia. Lots more to see. Hopefully I'll get the chance to come back, see more. But for now, it was just a really, really incredible 5 days. And lots more coming from Greece. Have a good one. Safe travels.